Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of The Beer Cave with your host, Audie Alvarado. Let's get right into it. So this week we're going to be looking at a beer out of Fargo, North Dakota from Drekker Brewing. And this week we're going to be looking at Chonk. Chonk is part of their sour series. Now they have a few sour series at their brewery. Chonk is one that definitely leans onto the sweeter side for sours. A lot of their sours are kind of more on the pastry side or more of the sweeter, fruitier side of life. So yeah, let's just take a look at it. The label is very, very interesting. That label is crazy. I think that's a cat. I'm gonna stop making guesses at animals on labels because obviously that didn't go very well last week, but I think that is a cat. So yeah, it's a pretty crazy label. They have their logo. It's got a kind of like a Viking guy in a Viking hat. So yeah, right in the label, in the Chonk label, it has like a devil worshipping circle thing. Can't think of the name of thing. You know, this is their banana split Sunday sour, part of their Chonk series. In the Chonk series, everyone's a little different, like raspberry pie or chocolate covered cherry, things like that. So reading the can, I love what Drekker does, which you can probably see here. Drekker will label everything that's in the beer for you. The can reads malts, pale two-row, wheat, cariform, hops, magnum, flora, lactobacillus culture, house ale yeast, and then they have a little spot for gimmicks. It says banana, strawberry, chocolate, lactose, vanilla bean. They also have a little warning down at the bottom of the can that says, there's a significant amount of fruit in this beer. Please keep cold at all times to avoid finding out why some call it a fruit bomb. Anyway, yeah, the can is super cool. Let's crack it open, see what we get. Now, they put the warning on there because it is made with real fruit and there's a possibility for re-fermentation. That's why they make you keep it cold, because that slows down that fermentation. Wow, that is thick. That is very, very thick. Wow. Oh no. Oh no. Well, that didn't go as planned. Well, I guess what you see is what you get. That is the really interesting thing about beer. I mean, this is beer. Does it look like beer? Absolutely not. Look at that head. Wow, that is bubbly. Immediately, the room just fills with vanilla. It fills with, I get a little strawberry. I'm gonna attempt to pick this up without spilling everywhere. Where are my wipes? All right, we're gonna probably have to grab some wipes today. Yeah, we might even need to grab a new coaster. Yeah. Oh, yep, here we go. Okay. It has spilled everywhere. Alright, let's just go for it. Oh my god. Alright, we need to clean up. Hold on. Oh my gosh. Alright. Holy moly. This beer is crazy. I'm gonna have to go rinse this here. So you guys totally missed a lot. That camera just freaking wanted to shut off on me for no reason. So you missed me having Spillfest McGee over here, spilling everything. We did go in for our first sip where I was describing how the Roma was a lot of like Nesquik chocolate like. We went in for the first sip and we just had a complete total failure. So we'll try this again. We'll just pretend like this is gonna be the first sip. So yeah, first sips, holy moly, there's a lot going on here. Look how thick this is. It's so thick. It looks kind of like a very pink sludge. It looks like a fruit smoothie. If you were to put strawberries, ice cream, bananas, and chocolate into a blender, this is exactly what it would come out like. So flavors, I mean, it's really sweet. It is thick. Did I mention this is thick? Small hints of tartness to it. It's like fresh strawberry tart. When you bite into a strawberry, it's not all sweet. It's like under-ripened strawberry. I don't get a lot of banana. I do get a lot of that chocolate, and again, it is very Nesquik chocolate powder. This is definitely a dessert beer. You want to have something that's very sweet that you can sip on for a while. This is 100% your go-to. Lots of lactose in there. If you're lactose intolerant, like I am, this is gonna be fun. This is not the beer for you, but for science, Because it is so thick, the carbonation is slowly getting suspended in the liquid. It is a struggle to get through this. It's just so thick. Again, it feels like I'm drinking a fruit smoothie with tons and tons of sugar and vanilla. It's one of those instances where this beer is far from beer, if beer could ever be not beer, if that makes any sense. I don't feel like I'm drinking beer. What is the ABV on this anyway? Okay, so it says that this beer is 6.9%. I don't know if I believe that. And they actually have a description here, so I guess I could read that. It says, "Oh Lord, he's back. Favorite Hefty Boy returns with our latest ridiculous creation, Banana Split Chonk Sunday Sour. This one combines an ungodly amount of bananas with strawberries and chocolate, with a thick and absurd challenge to everything we've dreamed beer could be." You're not wrong, Drekker. I love how they started with, "Oh Lord, he back." Going in for the last sip here. Oh my gosh, it's so thick that I can't even talk. It's very thick. Very, very thick. It is good. It's not my cup of tea. Definitely for the people out there that think all beer is the same, can't stand the taste of beer, this is going to be something that you're going to want to show them. You're going to want to show them that beer isn't the same. And brewers are pushing the limit on what beer can actually be, which brings up a really good debate in the craft beer world. Is this a good beer, or is this a good gimmick? Is this a good beer because of what it is, for, you know, all the flavors and all the different weirdness about it? Or is it a good beer because it's a good sour? Some would argue, you know, it's a bad beer because it's not even true to a sour, or it's not even true to a beer. And I'm actually really curious on what you guys think. Leave a comment, let me know what you think. Let's give this a rating. I hate to say it, but I'm gonna give it a solid thumb sideways, because it's weird, it's different. Not a lot of people make this kind of beer, but it was just so sweet. It was so thick. It was so over the top. Some of this stuff could really be dialed back. I don't need this just hitting me in the face all the time with sweet, fruity, thick vanilla sweetness all the time. I want it dialed back a little bit. I think that's where it becomes a little unbalanced. Yeah, it's gonna be a thumb sideways because I see where it can land and I see what it's trying to do, but it was just too much for me. I give them a thumbs up on the label itself. It's a really, really cool label, and I like how they describe, you know, what's in the beer and things like that. I think that's very smart. I really like that idea. The beer, on the other hand, not so much. This has been Chonk Banana Split Sunday Sour from Drekker Brewing out of Fargo, North Dakota. If you've had this beer, let me know in the comments. I'd like to see what you thought of it, or if you've had anything else from their Chonk series, let me know in the comments. Also, if you liked this video, hit that subscribe button. I would really, really appreciate it. You could also hit that notification bell so that you know about videos when I upload them. And if you did like this video, give it a thumbs up. I would really, really appreciate that. This has been another episode of The Beer Cave with your host, Adi Alvarado. And until next time, cheers. I kind of feel like garbage. I feel so bloated, and oh my god, that was a lot. Just look at it. Would you just look at it? That is thick. Oh my gosh, that's thick. It was so thick. So thick. It's been thick. Just super thick. Thick. It's so thick. That is very, very thick. It is so thick. Like 4 or 5 C's on the end of that. House Ale Yeast, gimmicks, banana. My lights just went all weird on me. Technical difficulties. Are you back to normal now? Thank you. And people are pushing the limits on what beer can. Oh my god. Oof.